always is. Because every time I'm dealing with it, bro, it's like when I was a cop, bro, I'm willing to chase you for 5 minutes. I don't care to take these criminals to jail, right? But it seems like every person I deal with is happy to max me every time. You know what I mean? And it's just I could deal with it, bro, but I don't think a lot of people could want to deal with it. So you're gonna end up F8ing. You're doing a whole bunch of stuff because you don't even have a chance to get away. Or these cops don't RP it out and be like, hey, let's give these crims a chance, right? We know we could get them. We know they're in the city a lot. We'll let them get away today.
I definitely feel you, but just like yesterday, simple traffic stop turned into a fucking shooting. Get out the car, turns the corner, and instantly shoots us, and like that's what we usually get all the time. So other officers were like, why give them RP when the RP they give us is shit? So that's literally why we're here right now to talk about that.
Yeah,
So
it's a
definitely
pit.
RP could be better, yes, but it also takes communication because we don't know that a lot of our officers are doing that to get weapons.
Yeah, and
But
just
what's going
Can
down?
I
pit.
hold on?
Right.
Can I just say something real quick? The attitude of like, well, they don't give us real RP, so why should we? Kind of like a little unprofessional. You guys should never lose that professionalism as officers.
Yeah, just
That's
to
at a
pitch in.
higher
Hold on.
standard.
What he just
Different
said. What?
standard.
This is an everyday thing. We have officers, quitting, even going to different departments because they get shot at a random fucking traffic stop.
But you guys can't get robbed, like, let alone you guys take our stuff, you know?
I
That's
just
the
can.
whole
Can I say
thing.
one thing? Can I say
Like,
one thing, guys?
Another
Of
thing I want
course,
to
we
touch
don't
up
lose
on.
anything, but y'all saying y'all don't lose anything is kind of like the W mentality. It doesn't matter if you lose anything or not.
Also,
It's true.
y'all white shirts need to be held way more accountable for the shit that y'all lower officers be doing. If y'all know this shit and y'all know y'all supposed to be doing shit the right way, instead of roly poly, all this shit, y'all follow a simple code of conduct, like rules that y'all should be following at all times. It shouldn't be a bunch of white shirts always breaking rules and having a bunch of probies or other officers below them literally breaking the rules with them. Like y'all got rules to follow, yet y'all literally don't do it. So that's why
Yeah,
all of
but
the
no
gangs
one
and nobody.
tells
So
us about that. So it kind
Oh
of
no,
can
I put in
makes it
plenty of
weird.
tickets.
can I
I
say
put in
something, guys?
plenty of tickets that show like unprofessionalism, no roly poly, all type of shit. Like, and it's just it's that's why we don't want to do no roly poly because y'all not doing it with us. Y'all not following our
Hey,
shit.
hey. So just to pitch in real quick. It worked like Teddy was saying. It works both ways. And that's no excuse for neither of us on both sides. So we get not you might show good roly poly, but a lot of these other people in these gangs, and not saying yours or not saying anybody particular, but a lot of people out here aren't showing good roly poly, and that's something that we need to work on both ways. Just because we get shitty role play and we get shitted on because a simple traffic stop just turned into us turning down a block and the gang is waiting on us just to shoot us down. That like simple stuff like that, that does affect officers, but that's no excuse of why why we shouldn't give roly poly back. So that's why we got
Well, we
everybody
got
here.
rules two, three times a day, every day.
Yeah, to me, it's like, what do you consider shitty roleplay? To be honest with you, because some people like have their own unique way of role playing. You know what I'm saying?
Consider it
What
like,
is?
listen, brother. I feel
Like
like
let me
these officers are at a different standard, bro. They need to all come in here with a storyline, a character, bro. There's maybe a handful of officers that just follow a storyline, don't care about every officer I'm dealing with lately just wants to win gunfights with ARPs, doesn't have a storyline, doesn't have a character. It's just let's come in here, see what these gangs are doing, let's shoot it out.
Yeah, and
That's
we
what I'm
not,
dealing
And
with.
we also
none of
don't
us
have
should.
any ARPs.
Entertain them immediately. No rolly.
I don't know where you guys are from, but wherever you're from, just ask yourself how many officers got killed this week. We got killed 10 times today, or in the last 2 days. Just say something like that. Um,
Over simple shit.
over just pulling somebody over for you know uh, passing a red light, and it, you know it's just something that I'm not saying is you or anybody in particular, but you guys, if you're out there or you know who does that, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, just think about it. It's supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be serious RP. How many officers died in your city today? I mean, people don't just that's a terroristic act at that point. I mean, if you just we got officers going down like we do. You know,
Can I say something real quick?
yeah,
How realistic, and playing
for
realistic.
sure,
A
yeah.
lot of y'all cops lately have been talking like y'all gangs and shit. Like y'all in a gang.
And look, if you hear that, man, look, just that's something that we need. It's never addressed. We need to get it addressed. I mean, that's what that comes down to. If an officer is being unprofessional, just like if somebody in the gang is doing something they shouldn't, I mean, it should be addressed to the boss or the chief, and took from there.
I'm just saying, bro. Like that should be talking to that instigates, gunfights and instigates like tension and shit. I mean, like y'all should be professional. That's all I said.
I appreciate that. Work that out.
I just had one talk to me like at the gas station just because I went into the ATM and shit. Like, I mean, talking to me gangster, and it was a white shirt too.
It's always a white shirt,
I
bro.
mean, they definitely shouldn't be like doing that, but I have plenty of fucking clips of me going up to a traffic stop, getting called a
Nah,
bitch ass nigga or something like that. So like,
What?
you know,
We playing our
that's
characters though.
not exactly. And you don't think that there's some cops that's not always nice cops, be like nice all the time.
The thing is too is PD pulling up.
You say yeah, we have to. Like, so you always run into nice officers. I
No,
never.
I do.
Okay. I mean,
I've dealt with
realistically no.
of you guys.
I mean, I have. I had one. Only one dude hasn't been nice.
it's fucking nice.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay,
look,
so
here,
my
look.
brother
There's a
is nice.
difference in between. There's a difference in between nice and being professional. I mean, there's some people that are really professional, but they're fucking assholes.
They get
Then,
shit on.
then you got. So just think about that, guys.
The thing is a PD pulling up with guns drawn all the time.
And
Yeah,
that's
I
something
remember
that we have SOPs for stuff like that, and that's
in
Alright,
our
so
block, like they had the gun out. They said that they felt.
All right, so if you're a police
That's
officer,
what
you're rolling into a gang block that you know is got armed and dangerous individuals where everyone has a class 2 fully automatic fucking pistol. You're not going to have your hand on your weapon?
Knowing it's just shots fired, yet heavily outnumbered.
yo, y'all talking in the
Completely.
city, man. You're not talking in the court.
90% of the time, get out
Oh
of the
shit.
car. If we're interacting with a gang member and they take off running, they take 3 steps, they're calling the gang, they're calling for backup, they turn around and they're shooting. Traffic stops. In real life, if you're pulled over, if you pulled over a gang member, it's gonna be a felony stop because most of them are wanted criminals. Most of them are known shooters. So at some point, we gotta do what we gotta do to protect ourselves from the known outcome.
Yeah, but y'all are at a different
Every time before that.
y'all are at a different standard though. Pulling out your gun should be the last resort. Lethal
Hold on,
force should be the last resort.
Can I say something real quick? I just had a situation like one of my gang. Y'all pulled over one of my gang members, which have guns drawn out, like on some like SWAT shit. Y'all blocked him in, jumped out, guns drawn at him, and telling him to jump out the car, whatever. He jumps out, he runs, pulls his gun
Turns
out,
around and shoots us. Yeah.
and turns around and kills you guys, right? And then why was that?
05 felony stop.
But what did you want him to do in that situation? I don't know the details of the case.
See, look. I got.
You were literally just talking about us RPing, right?
Right.
So, I would be. I don't know, how can I put this? So we're trying to RP, follow a traffic stop. He gets out the car. We take off running after him. No one shoots him. No one tases him. No one does none of that, right?
Gang, I just said you had
He
your guns
turned-
drawn down. You guys jumped out at him with like
A
SWAT in a truck.
code 5 felony stop. Do you understand what that means?
You gotta explain it.
Yeah, explain
I
that.
kind of assume, but
A code 5 felony stop is, someone's armed individual. So you approaching with someone with an armed individual, what are you gonna do? Have the guns out. You have
Yeah,
our
but how
guns
do you
out.
know
Told them
how
to
do you
get
know
out.
he's armed though? How do you know he's armed? He's in a
Yeah.
car. How do you know he's armed?
Everyone's armed.
He was a wanted suspect.
Okay, but he's a
Yeah, but you
wanted
Hey,
still have to
raise your
get
hands
out.
if you don't have a gun on you
Saying
right
he
now.
built the storyline. So he's saying he built the storyline. They know it's that guy.
So because
Okay.
we have a code 5 felon stop, we need to see if they have a gun first before we initiate our code 5 felony stop.
Yeah, but you approach with caution. I mean, like like you just can't.
Have you ever seen TV where they hop out and you know and you got a warrant suspect and there's guns drawn? Have you seen that
Everyone in the
before?
city, bro? Y'all
No,
got
no,
the
no,
full
no.
disclosure?
We're not saying that. No, 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 no.
Stop. Yes.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
I got an answer to my question. I just want to answer my question. I just want an answer to my question. What did you want him to do in that? What would you want him to do in that situation?
The last thing somebody in our yeah.
We had 3 guns out, right? So you're gonna run. You're gonna run with 3 guns out and then turn around and start shooting. That's not.
Suicide. That's suicide right there.
Suicide by cop.
Suicide.
Realistically, by
Man, come on.
So what is right? So
suicide by cops not valuing your life.
but do you consider that the
I mean-
same thing? Like if a gang surrounded an officer, bro, and you guys hit your panic button? How many times you guys been surrounded by gangs and you don't hit the panic button?
You guys got a panic button, bro. Members are a panic
A
button.
panic button which we cannot see. We don't know whether you're pressing or not.
Oh, you can hear it.
You know we're surrounded by cops. I mean, but you're not fearing for your life.
You can absolutely hear it.
Another thing.
I mean,
Y'all pull up.
So I'm just wondering, where does the rules apply? You know what I'm saying?
so what you're asking is like not on your side. You're asking if like when you're flat back, why is it being able?
Like if I came up to you, officer, right, and I came up to you with 5 other gangs, that I'm like, 5 gang members in my gang, right? And I approach you and I'd be like, you know what? I decided to press you here today. We got guns drawn on you. How is it that you get to put a panic button or get to run? You don't fear for your life.
Yeah. In the rules, if you got guns pointed at you, bro, you shouldn't even be hitting that radio, hitting that panic note.
Oh.
You should just be leaving.
That should be
Go ahead.
set up. Yeah.
That's something that should be sent up for sure.
I just wanted to have a clear understanding of that, you know what I mean? Because I don't want like time to be wasted for everybody coming and talking about certain things and come to no conclusion. You know what I'm saying? So what is it that you guys are looking for us to do, and what is going to be the
Just give it. I would say just give us more on both sides. We both need to give better roly poly, and not saying anybody particular, but just both sides. When you're running from the police, the last thing you would do in real life is want to kill an officer. Even like he said earlier, when they're warrant suspect, more than likely the suspect is going to run and just run and keep running as fast as they can to get out of there. I mean, there's none of that going on. There's a little bit of running and then maybe just a turnaround or call for backup, and the gang comes and kills the 2 officers that are on scene. But if we could work on that both ways, even with our roly-poly on some of the stuff, making sure you guys are sending that in so we can address it, because we have SOPs for stuff like that. Tackle before tasers. There's a lot of other things that go on that where we have to follow these rules.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah.
Hey, can I say something? I think I have. This is like pretty much everybody in leadership. Like, we're here to create, something that feels alive, right? Whatever that feels alive. For this shit to be real, the loss of PD, not losing any, like them not no threat of losing anything. The cycle of conflict lacks a critical element, right? Consequence. Consequence though. A consequence. When death, listen, let me finish though. When death is an infinite resource, bravery becomes cheap, right? So these motherfuckers, they don't value their lives, right? So I think I'm proposing something. Maybe you guys could talk it over. I'm proposing a weekly Valor limit for law enforcement. For the PD officers, maybe 7 lives a week or something. So they're not.
Brother, I die 7 times a day.
7 times in a week. They gotta wait to come back and to RP as a cop again or something. You know what I mean?
I think
That sounds ignorant as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe a certain amount of lives. Maybe a certain amount of lives. If it's realistic RP.
It's not realistic though.
Everybody would have.
if it's no rule breaks, if there's no rule breaks, then that has to count as maybe.
I think it'll be very,
violation.
very hard not to have any rule breaks at all.
So
This is just to the leadership and the community what they think of.
cops have a limited amount of lives per week, but at the same time, like, okay, as a gang member, you know, you're standing on your block, you're doing your politicking, you're doing whatever. As cops, you're responding to calls back to back to back to back. So we're dealing with your situation or your scene, going to the next version of that person's scene, going to the next person of that person's scene. That's not a feasible or realistic kind of option. I mean, we're dealing with
There's so many cops in the city though, bro. Like we don't want to do as gangs. I want to do beef. I want to do gang RP, bro. I don't want to deal with PD pulling up to my scenes. To be honest, bro. So,
Yo, half of your guys' scenes, I'm putting this in air quotes, half of your scenes are already just gated off red zone matches. Like, learn to fucking rollie.
I get what you're saying, bro. Like,
You can't just shoot it up on a block in real life and have no cops show up. You guys already, half of your scenes are literally just gated off red zone matches. Might as well go play Call of Duty.
it's just a proposal, like like Jay was saying, like let's try to come to let's make a change, man. Let's not have a pointless meeting.
I respect that, and I wish we had more RP like that because there is a lot of that. I was just trying to say, like, I remember that fear for your life shit. Like niggas, we get taken to a clothing store or strip. And this city gang, you try to take a nigga to a clothing store, you gonna tell, nah, I ain't going. You better put a bullet in my head. I ain't going. Like nigga, RP that shit out, man. Like you feel me? Like, and that's the one thing I would agree, man. Like, do that fear for your life shit more serious, man. You know what I mean? Niggas don't value their life in this shit.
Spectre.
Yes.
Join the waiting room. The Discord. Look at your DM right here.
block and there's 6 game members and he still tries to arrest people. I feel like
Look at your DM for me.
I think we should stress that outnumbered thing.
Yeah, go down to Grove Street for a simple drug call.
There we go.
We try that Grove Street. Stop the cap. If you come out
Now
if
you're lying
outnumbered,
because I definitely have clips, dog. Now, but
gang, if we're outnumbering you guys, though.
But that's the double standard, is you're saying, like, okay, we don't want so many cops pulling up on scene, you know, tacked out when they're responding to situations like that. So do we want one cop showing up and then getting overpowered, or do we want enough cops to make the scene equal?
And then we're a big ass gang. Like there's
exactly.
I mean,
it's just a little. It's just go back on the leniency, bro. Just give us some more leniency, bro. Let us talk it out.
When a cop pulls up to a scene like that on Grove Street, what they would do in real life is probably not be in that area, get around the corner, call for 32s, which is for additional units, and go from there. So if they're moving in, you know, on something like that, and when you're outnumbered and, you know, you get shot down, I mean, that's something that should be addressed also, because that's in our SOPs too. So there's a certain way we're supposed to address any situation like that when we're outnumbered, just like we would in
I would
real
say
life.
when I'm at the block and I'm out and the cops show up and he by himself or he with 2 people and we outnumbered them, we RP and they do leave. It never leads to a shootout when it's outnumbered. When we outnumbered y'all, it's never been a shootout. So not when I'm there, at least I've never seen that happen.
That's good. But we know
there was a recent time where y'all had my block surrounded and we got out of there through. You know what I mean? We saw y'all blocking our shit out, so we got out of there. But so we do try to duck y'all niggas. Y'all just be chasing us sometimes too.
I mean, just shooting an officer should be your last.
But if you for sure, exactly. So, but when y'all chase us and our car breaks down, what do you want? We jumping out to shoot at that point, bro?
I mean, is that what most people do on the daily? I mean,
I'm going to jail for murder, am I? Am I not going to jail for murder?
I mean, not saying it doesn't happen at all.
Yeah, of course it happens. It does happen. If you're going to jail for murder,
but think about how often that happens.
I mean, you got a warrant on us I feel you, but again, you put a warrant on us all the time for that shit.
Come on, man.
At the end of the day, you will never get arrested or your shit taken if you don't break the law.
Yeah, but we're literally gangs, bro. Everything we do, the only way to make money, bro, really is breaking the law, bro.
Hey, you know what gang members do? Gang members go to jail.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
guys, yo, conclusion, please, bro. 'Cause I'm tired of sitting here, bro. What's up with it, bro?
Go to sleep,
Are we
homie.
gonna, are we gonna like come up with a conclusion? Let's get to what we need to be here, bro. Like, come
What do
on.
y'all What do y'all
Bro,
want?
if you
We were
if
sitting here having a
Leadership. What
conversation.
standard?
what,
Leadership. What standards are you guys gonna hold the PD department to from now on? Like, we don't want to keep. You know what I mean? We don't want to keep getting harassed, losing all our shit.
And we don't
You
want
see
our
me?
officers to keep getting shot
Y'all
and
want
losing because of
us
it.
to not shoot at you guys when you guys pull up like SWAT. That's cool. So we do the fear for your life on both sides, bro. We'll fear for our lives, bro. You know what I
Well, at
mean?
the same time, they're also saying like if we get into a chase or something, don't hop out your car and start. I tell all my men,
Exactly. Yeah,
don't
fear for your
shoot
life.
and don't shoot at all. If you're running and you have your back to the wall, and you have like 1,000 drugs on you, fight. Don't shoot. You know what I'm saying? You can fight, but shit, you don't gotta shoot
Yeah,
them.
and if you haven't been doing anything and you're running from the officer, they shouldn't have their guns out. I mean, that's part of our SOPs, and if you see that, you guys need to address that. But I mean, it's that simple. Just don't shoot. If you run, don't draw a weapon. I mean, try to get away like somebody really would, and and seriously, just think about realistically how somebody would get away from the police.
Yeah, not jumping off a highway and then hitting mountains and taking a big ass jump. But
And I think we also need to make it to where it's more realistic to where if a gang member does attempt to take a police officer's life, that they don't get any reduction on their sentence.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fair.
if you want us to respect the new life rule and the fear for your life, y'all need to respect your time out in the city. And I think that's the only way to get that. Is
Why
by
is it in
making
your
them serve the max
SOP?
sentence for that crime.
Question: why is it in your SOPs? If we have anything like with the cops, it's open fire on site. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't roly poly with no cops trying to kidnap wives or anything, and without them shooting me.
We never
Wait,
shoot.
ask your question again.
So
Yo,
why
mute
can
your
we
mic, gang, with that loud ass dog.
hey, chill. I'm trying to hear him.
Why can't we roly poly with cops? So say I understand kidnapping cops, it really doesn't happen, but on the rare occasion that a cop do get kidnapped, that he's off duty, you know what I'm saying? He let the people, he let your colleagues know I'm getting kidnapped, whatever, and then all of a sudden 12 officers come in blasting. They don't even want to talk about no negotiations. Where's the roly poly there? You know what I'm saying?
And then that should be getting sent up too.
Yeah,
Because
fair,
like
more
we all
prayers.
saying, we have
Can I
SOPs to follow. If there's a hostage situation, there's supposed to be a negotiator to negotiate the demands and all that good stuff. They're
when
not
somebody
supposed to just
gets
come in there and start
Can you
shooting.
get the dog muted, please?
when somebody gets stopped.
Yo, mute. Somebody,
Sure,
hold on. Everybody, yo, who the
It's
fuck has
Howard.
a dog?
I got it.
Oh shit.
Continue. Hey, real quick though, Suede and Teddy, quick question.
What's up, brother?
So to clarify what you guys were saying, so you're saying if an officer tases or uses a pellet gun before they tackle us, we could just send it up and that whole scene is invalid and we'll get all our stuff back?
Correct.
That's
Because we have
Okay.
it's supposed to we're supposed to announce that we're going for a tackle first.
Yeah, I don't
So they need to hit a tackle before they even use a pellet gun or try to hit you with a taser.
Always, there's
Correct.
I don't
always
agree with
supposed to
that.
be a tackle before.
I think
So and then
you-
do they
Alright.
and then can they not listen, Spectre, 1 second. And then after they hit that tackle, are they supposed to go for the cuffs and or what's the deal with that?
They have to. Once you tackle and you get on the ground, they're supposed to stop, either have you at taser point or something, tell you to put your hands up, and then you're supposed to put your hands up, and then they say going for cuffs.
Can you post these SOPs? So you have another chance. You have another chance to surrender instead of evading.
Public.
correct.
Yes, and if you take off again, then that's when they can use that taser or
And then
you're
cuff you if
really
they
not
hit you with
supposed
a
to be
pellet gun or
using-
taser you.
You're really not
Yeah.
supposed to be using pellet guns unless there's a big scene.
Yo, let me ask you this. Right?
I'm glad I could clarify
What is a
that.
pellet gun?
Yeah, the beanbag. My apologies.
Now the beanbags can be used if you are inside of the vehicle refusing to get out, and you have glass. That right there could be used. Now, if not, we'll use taser. But if there is glass and we have to break the glass to kind of
Yeah, if
phase
the
it out
window's
with the
already
beanbag per
down,
se.
if the window's
We
already
gotta get
down,
you
we
out.
use
So
taser.
say you
But
get stunned out the car, are they supposed to immediately go for cuss or try to let you evade, or what's the deal
no,
with
you're
that?
always every time we hit you with anything, we're supposed to give you a chance to surrender.
Okay, I feel like a lot of the guys on your force don't know that. So if you could just have a little meeting with the guys
Well,
and
I feel
clarify,
like a
man,
lot
let's
of your guys
give them more opportunities to run.
think they can put
You know
their
what I mean?
hands up like while they're running away. Putting your hands up is a sign of surrender. Like you should be putting yourself into essentially getting cuffed. Running away with your hands
That's
up
two.
means don't shoot me, don't shoot me. I'm
I've
gonna
seen a
run
lot
away
of guys,
still, which is wild because then you
and
pull
then
a
run
gun
away
and
and
roll
then turn
and smoke you in
around
the
and
face.
pull a gun. Yeah.
So
Yep.
look, so when
Thank you for
guys
answering my
make,
question.
so you guys, when you guys make your arrest, right? So like when you guys make your arrest, like can you guys do transports rather than
Prison
just like
transports
Prison
are
transports?
a scene
Yeah, of course.
entirely by themselves. Let me speak, please. It is a scene entirely by itself. It is offered to gang boss and underboss characters, and it is if we have enough PD on to be able to support it, and you guys have enough gang members on to be able to create the scene. That is when we will offer
Right,
that.
because I just kind of think that it takes away a little bit from the realism. You know, the realism, like, you're in a room and then all of a sudden you're in a jail cell. You know what I mean? There's no transport. There's no realisticness to that. You get what I'm saying? So that you guys maybe could incorporate that a little bit more, doing transfer,
Oh,
just
I see.
not
You're
just
talking
with
I
about.
mean, there's no realism when you
You're
guys
talking.
land on an island and they're selling drugs to people that are spawning in and walking up and grabbing it from you.
But that's not
It's
the
a give or
question I'm
take. It's a
asking.
video game.
Yeah, that has nothing to do
I
with
get
y'all
what
right there.
you,
We're talking about
nah,
something else.
I get what he's saying.
I don't think you
He
can even
wants
trap in the
instead
island.
of
You can't even trap in the
Like,
island, gang.
Well, they
like,
do.
It won't let. It won't even let you. No, it won't
No,
spawn.
you
It
can't.
will say, yeah, it will tell you can't sell here. It tells you that you can't
yeah,
sell
what
here.
he's
Let's
trying
not
to.
get into
He's
petty
not
arguments,
talking.
fellas.
right.
He's
No,
not
no,
talking
no,
about
no,
like.
I'm just making it clear that you can't.
I'm
Okay, I'll
just,
step in, guys.
I'm just looking. Look, at the end of the day, it wasn't to create an argument. It was just more to improve the quality of RP.
Nah,
You
yeah,
know
I
what I'm
get what you're
saying?
saying. You want like a prison transport, like just like every time you're
Like
like
in
getting.
No, 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 no,
Video
Get,
transport
no,
every day.
absolutely not. Not every time. You get what I'm saying? Depending on the case, you know what I mean? Like a person should be able to request that to give a fair chance. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I
This
got you.
is the RP. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
maybe
and then again, I'm not gonna lie to you.
so that
A
things are
lot of
not
people
stale.
don't. A lot of people don't request that because they're usually arguing back and forth themselves. You know.
Right. Okay, I get
Well,
that.
to be fair,
Yeah.
have you been a part of a prison transport? It's not.
Yes,
It's
I've
not
been
just
from
a
a city
bus
that
driving up to the prison.
No, it's not.
No, but well, I came from a city where people actually did that. Like if you got locked up, you can request. I mean, it's not every time that it was granted, but you can request to be transferred, and that gives an opportunity for create another scene. Within is better quality. Is a little bit more good for it brings a little fun to the city. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Rather than to just be thrown in like, well, I'm in one room, and the next thing you know, I'm in a jail cell. It's just like, okay, well, what the
And
fuck
gotta
happened?
do 90 months or something. Yeah, I
Right.
I
definitely
just
get
want
it.
to say,
If a lot of people request that, I would be 100% down for things like that. A lot of people were asking me about that, but no one would like actually follow through with it. You know.
But then you got to incorporate like travel time and everything else into sentencing, and
But
it
I
makes
mean,
it a lot more complicated. Or else
right.
they're
But I
just
mean, like, but
pulling cars right.
that's the whole reason as to why you guys got the DOJ, got the FIB. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you guys can get creative. You guys got
Yeah,
all the gadgets to
and
do
a
that.
lot
But
of people
half of them
and a
gadgets
lot
don't
of
get.
people don't like instead of going to jail, you can easily take it to court. But a lot of people would rather just get their sentence on. So we can't like force people to have like court scenes and things like that if they're just wanting to get their time over with and done with. But I definitely get what you're saying. We have all these tools and everything to allow more RP to come. But yeah, we're just
Yeah, I just want
taking
to
you to
improve
jail
the
or sending
quality.
you off. No, I
Yeah,
get
I
it.
just want to improve the quality of the RP at the end of the day. 'Cause I feel that that's very important for the city.
We
I
could
have a
definitely
question
discuss the
about the
transports.
time also about the say if I plead not guilty. I'm getting the full 900 months or 90 months. You know what I'm saying? But by pleading not guilty, I get 450. You know, like what's going on with
That
that?
would only be with a federal case.
So yeah,
Release
I'm about
limit
to
is
say
200,000, 200 months.
Yeah, and going that high, it's in a court case.
Hey,
court
before
case
we
or you're
change
dealing
topics,
with
guys.
FIB.
Hey, how many do you need to do the prison transfer? You mentioned you need a certain amount on PD and on your gang.
Well,
What is
we
what
need
is the
enough
specific
officers
number
that
to request
we
it?
can drive a couple of vehicles and have people that can actually shoot out of them. Like
We like to at least bring at least six. We like to at least have
I
six,
was gonna
7
say
officers.
6 feels like a good
So
number on both sides.
every every car we have can at least have a passenger. So if said driver gets shot out, then
It seems like a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, and our
Realistically,
SOP
it's
says
usually
that we
just
have to
2.
I
have,
mean
we
it's
have to have
it's a
5
it's a
minimum.
lot, but then again, y'all gangs are probably a lot deeper than us PD have been for this past week.
Yeah, but then
And you
your
say
weapon assessment is
realistically
a
it's
lot
2, but
stronger.
every time we get there, there's a cement truck blocking the entrance.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, like your weapons is a lot. You got to consider, you guys got armored trucks. You guys got fucking spikes. Got all these gadgets that y'all can use to your advantage. You get what I'm saying? So, like, you guys are worrying about us, which basically, what is the most we're gonna have? A switch, a
Yeah,
rifle.
and
You know what
y'all
I'm saying?
saying that, but half of our PD officers can't shoot for shit. They don't shoot for shit.
I mean,
You
but
know,
then,
so
About
it's
our bro, I
y'all
got I
shoot
got mid
y'all
rolled yesterday by a
y'all
cop,
shoot
bro.
every day. Y'all shoot every day. We shoot maybe
but,
3-4 times a day. You know,
but let me
so
ask you this. But let me ask you this: do you guys take the time to basically go somewhere remotely and practice drills? You get
of
what I'm
course we do.
saying? Or like
You do that.
a breach
let's say,
or
do you want
anything
us
like
doing
that?
that, or do you want us out on the road actually RPing?
Yeah,
No. But I'm saying, like,
Right.
whenever you guys can do that, you know what I mean. Y'all guys take a little team. You know what I mean. Not every PD has to do that, be there, but like make sure that your officers are sharp. You get what I'm saying, so that therefore errors are not.
Okay, that
You know
also
what I mean?
comes down to you guys being able to shoot first out of nowhere at all times, right? We can't. We
That's
have
how it
to.
happened.
We
Yeah.
only shoot when
That's
we're
This is
fired
going
upon.
back to every call being a shooting. You want RP, but
exactly.
you want every call to be a shooting. Make up your
And I
mind.
heard multiple times
No,
that
but
every
I
call
never
doesn't
I
have to
never
end in a
stated
shootout.
anything about shooting or anything about shootout. You know, I was just wanted you guys to sharpen you guys yourselves up because you're saying that some of you guys don't know how to fucking shoot just to transfer
Yeah,
prisoners.
I agree with
you're
Jay Hood.
saying
This will elevate the RP.
our guns hit harder and all this and that.
they don't.
Yeah, but but you got to consider that because you guys got heavy equipment rifles. There should be no way even a fucking person that don't know how to shoot can take somebody down with the rifle you
Yeah, but
got.
we can't use the
You get what I'm saying?
rifles. Like
And
not
yeah,
unless you guys have rifles. Like
That doesn't make any
But if
sense.
you but if you're you're transporting somebody, you're gonna carry a fucking AR, bro. You're not gonna carry a pistol.
we can't shoot ARs out of the car. We'll have to get out of the car either way.
And at that point, we're already been shot at when we're getting out of the car.
Hey,
Yeah,
Swade and
yeah,
Teddy, quick
yeah.
question about the transports. So,
Yo,
there's 1 out of 3 people in the whole gang that could even request it, out of 20 people in the faction. Yeah, I feel like every time I request it, they're always saying, "Oh, we don't have enough cops, we can't do it." Can we start pushing like, listen, there has to be a penalty or something if I have my gang in the city ready to do a prison transport for me, and you guys are saying, "Hey, we don't have enough guys, we can't do it."
In our
Why should I?
SOPs,
Why
it
should I
says
have to
5
deal with the
minutes.
max or something like that because you guys aren't prepared to, you know what I mean, do a prison transport?
Yeah, you're not
In our
staffed
SOPs,
adequately.
it says 5 minimums. So if we don't have 5 officers, we can't do it.
So if you guys have 5, you guys have to do it. Is what you're saying?
we don't
So
we
one
don't
out of
have
3
to do
people
it.
in
We
the
don't.
gang.
It's not like a have to thing. You can request it.
It's
I
not
mean,
really
but
a
we
get
don't
out of
have to.
jail free card. We're not trying to offer that. It's more a roly poly scene. Like we're trying to allow a scene to happen for the enjoyment of everybody doing a scene. Like if I wanted to, I could transport somebody in a Gurkha. I'll drive it up there, drive it right in there, and take them right into the prison by myself. It's not about that. We're trying to have a scene. Like it's not about breaking free or getting charged. That's not the thing. Like it's literally a scene.
Scene of what? Just driving? If it ain't about breaking out, then what is it?
Well, I mean that's the way you guys are looking at it, but the
No,
way
we look
the way
at
we
that
see
as
it,
the
it's a
well,
roly
hold on.
poly scene. Like
The person that brought this up literally just wanted the driving scene. Like they said, it would be nice if you guys would drive us up to the prison sometimes for the immersion instead of just being dropped into a room. That is literally what started this whole conversation.
No, don't confuse it. All right,
Yeah,
yeah, I did say that, but at the same time, you can't take away, the RP that comes with that transport. You get what I'm saying?
that's to me is what matters. You know what I mean? Like I want better scenes. It's not just about the transport and just I got the luxury of somebody fucking taking me to jail. No, you know what I mean? It's just I want the action that comes behind it, the thrill,
Yeah, yeah.
to know that the
The
team is
scene
gonna
is
be
my
running in.
game. My game getting me out. Like, let's see if my game
Yeah.
gets me out. If they
Yeah.
don't get me out, I'm gonna do my time like a big
You're
boy.
gonna
But
do your time.
let
Yeah,
me see
exactly.
if my game can be organized enough to get me the fuck out of this transport.
Exactly.
Question: Where's the
we're
realism of
talking.
you
We're
guys
talking.
being set up at the prison while we, the PD, are not and trying to fight into it?
He said y'all need
Right,
to
right,
do drills. J Hood, y'all need to go into another location, do the drill.
Listen, we just went over this in the beginning. We made this the very beginning of this whole topic was that it's a realistic server, right? I think not only just what J Hood's saying, but you're talking about being teleported just straight to prison. Whether it's for a scene, whether it's for sightseeing, immersion, whether you just want to fucking drive and talk to the cop, it is a little unimmersive and against what the whole server is about, just being teleported by a PD officer to prison. Whether it's gonna give leeway for people to go ahead and, try to get the underboss out or whatever, it still should be there in general, whether it's one officer, two officers, whatever. It should still just be there. Like EMS doesn't just teleport you to the hospital. You know what I mean?
No, they don't.
It just allows you. Well, yeah, if you die, you hold E, but I don't know.
I
It
get
should
what you're
it should just be there, just
But,
in general,
I mean,
whether
we
someone's
can-
gonna break out or not.
We can definitely talk about that, and as long as y'all want to do prison transports, and say if there's 3 officers, as long as y'all down and like match a T count or whatever the officers
Yeah,
allow.
yeah, we'll do 3.
then-
We'll like
then-
3
Yeah,
parties.
yeah.
If you got 2 officers,
it's
I'll be like,
never-
all right, two people only. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always something that can always be addressed or can be done to do things. Like at the end of the day, it's just a game, But
Keep on
If I
calling
can
it
make a
again.
recommendation,
Stop
like
calling
you
it
guys
that.
can
At
have
the end- At
3
the end of the day,
cars.
it's just a
Oh,
place
go
where
ahead,
people
go ahead.
come to exhale, bro. You gotta stop calling
Yeah,
it a game,
exactly.
bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for some of us, this is a place where people come to exhale, bro, and enjoy themselves, you know what I mean? Like everybody, yeah, it's a game at the end of the day, the aspect of that, yes. But you know what I mean, the city's the city, bro. You know what I mean? Like don't call it a fucking game, bro, because it just brings disrespect
Exactly.
to
This
the
shit
city.
real to me when I'm in this bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I think the biggest thing is if we could just all agree is better roly poly and fear for your life on both sides, as well as PD needs to fear for their life, the outnumbered rule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
leadership,
yeah.
PD
Just,
leadership. What's the changes for the transport now though? What are we gonna be doing with this? What's the conclusion?
the transport. We would have to talk about that first, man. We'll
If I could put
discuss
in a
that.
recommendation real quick about this transport, if it's like if you guys are outnumbered, not like outnumbered, if you guys don't have as many people, take 3 regular police cars, 3 drivers, and then you guys can just pull off. They have to guess which one is the one being transported in.
Mhm.
Like a
Or you can do
decoy,
it, or you could do it more realistically, because of what actually happens IRL is you don't just transport one person to prison, right? So you wait, so you got like 3 different people that are in 3 different charges in 3 different cells. You just throw all 3 people in different cars or in the same van and take them all to prison. So you don't have to do it all the time, but at least you can. When you have multiple suspects going to prison, that's when you guys do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. The only thing I feel about that is if we had more people willing to actually accept their time and actually go to jail, and we had more cells, more of the cells were full, then maybe we could do that. But instead, that goes back to like the roly poly on both sides. Let's just make sure we'll work on our side, make sure we're tightening up on our SOPs, making sure we're giving you a chance to surrender, stuff like that. And I feel like we can really make this a good city.
Well, those cells will fill up, bro. If we're gonna hold our side as gangs to fear for our lives, and you guys outnumber us, those cells are gonna fill up. But we just want it back on your guys' side as well.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm just looking for the city to expand. You know what I mean? You guys might want to consider using Sandy up there too. You know what I mean? Because that place don't have no type of cops up there, bro. You know what I mean? Everything is city based. You know what I mean? You guys have a whole entire city to use, and only half of that city gets used.
Well, I mean, when
most of the
you
shit's
got-
happening
It's
in the
because most of
city,
y'all-
so
you got
you
gangbangers
can't
selling
blame.
things
drugs
down
right
here.
outside the fucking compound.
It's city based because you guys are bringing it to the city. You're not taking it up north. So if you want us up north, do more stuff up north. We need to find an even balance between us. Otherwise,
I'm not
it's
gonna
not going to
lie, I
work.
do a lot of stuff up north. Nobody shows up.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I
Right.
first came into the city, I was up north for like 2 weeks straight, and not one cop came up there.
No EMS, no PD. They don't come
Nope.
up.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
EMS,
I
no
killed
PD,
I killed
nothing.
Onk 2 days ago.
We need to
5
find a
times in a row.
community
They
that likes
took
to
a
live up
picture
there.
and called 911, and no one showed up.
I feel like if we all might, I feel like that goes with everybody because I mean, let's be real, everybody lives in the city. Most people are in the city most of the time. So if everybody in the city were to kind of migrate up there, we'd probably get a lot more action. But we do have some officers that go up there every once in a while. But we do want to get, on both sides, civilians and everything, just get more motion going on up north. I think that would be nice.
At the same time, early in the morning, we have 8 gang members sitting there, like right in front of their gang block, selling drugs, and I can't roll in as a single person. I'm gonna get fucking rolled.
Inside their compound, as soon as you walk in there, you get shot in the head.
Well, yeah, but that
I don't know.
that's
That's all
yeah,
perspective.
inside their compound or they're supposed to be out on the street. They're supposed to be out on the street, but that's where it's not our fault. Like if y'all don't have PD officers on and there's 8 of us trapping, that's where it comes back to the value for your life.
To build evidence or a case against them.
But you know, if I ran in there and pepper sprayed all 8 of you guys while you're doing handoffs.
Why would you do that? You're supposed to fear for your life.
Exactly.
You shouldn't even pull up.
But if I did that, then
exactly. So like then,
think about like
we
this.
want y'all to pull up, but y'all, we don't want y'all to pull up. It's going back
I'm
to
saying
that.
for Spectre's idea though, like if there's 8 people selling and you're by yourself, and why aren't you just building evidence?
We do build evidence, and then we try to come raid your block. You guys tell us, oh no, you can't access this. Like, dude, we have a search warrant signed by a federal judge to let you know. I'm like showing you, and then you're just like, yo, well, you're not accessing this.
Well, we're gonna fix that on our side. We're gonna fix that.
Shots in the head.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that.
We spent so much time building these cases. We spent so much time building these cases. Come and do a raid with you guys, and then at the end of the day, it's scuffed because you guys won't let us in. Like,
no, we'll fix that.
Generally over a
Happens
week
all
of
the time.
investigation.
Like we just did this over there at Grove Street.
Yeah, no. So I want to say something about that. So there was no Boston City, and our stashes wasn't even set up properly at the time when y'all did that. So we had just kind of banded our gang. We were like a weekend. That number 2, I want to ask you another question, really. Because I feel like this meeting a lot has gone into is we're not gonna shoot at cops no more. That's pretty much what I got out of it. So when is it the right time to actually shoot at y'all? Just out of curiosity, like when is it? When does the scene? When is it when I can say
that right there, that should be your last final option. If there's 6 gang members on a block, just think about it in real life. There's 6 gang members on a block. You got one officer that comes down, right? Most of the time, the whole gang just scatters. They run away. They're not just like, hey,
they don't go up there and harass
and then just that's not how it goes. Like, I mean, show some realistic to it. I mean, you guys selling drugs on the block. You see the cops, you run. I mean, you don't shoot. You don't.
Yeah, you don't go up to.
There's some blocks in America. There's some blocks in America that cops don't show up to, man.
I mean, if they do, are they getting shot?
Cops, wait, what? Are they getting shot? No, they're getting run out of there though. They definitely don't go in there by themselves, gang. There's some blocks. There's some real hoods in America that cops don't go to, gang.
The whole point of RP.
Yeah, I mean, there's SIVs in the city. PD can do it, bro. I think, in my opinion, 1-on-1, if it's a gang member and a cop, the cop should always have to fear for their life. Meaning, if I aim a gun at you and say, bro, leave me alone, why does it have to keep escalating? Like, why do I, you don't want to fear.
You're just doing
now,
the
if it's 2 cops, I'm not even going to up my gun, right? I'm not even going to do that. But
so if it's a
if it's a civ, like if it's a civ, listen, let me finish though. 1-on-1 with the PD and a civ, I think that you shouldn't have to really fear too much. And if you want to pursue them, go ahead. But there's really no fear from PD at all.
You gotta remember,
how we gonna get these motherfuckers hostage and do our robberies if we can't even get 2 demands easily? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it might be. We just need.
Yeah, that's true. PD don't be scared enough. PD put up on 7 of us trapping and didn't care.
Yeah, build evidence like that, like
Let's go.
Zay mentioned. Build that evidence, man. Take pictures.
We build evidence. We do all this, and then we go to a gang compound to raid, and then boom, it gets scuffed. So,
what happens in these raids? Because a lot of people are so scared, thinking they're gonna lose a whole bunch of stuff. What are you guys looking for in these raids?
the stuff.
What
that
are you
we're
guys gonna
getting
get if the
as
raid is
well.
successful? What do you guys search? So when you come in the
So
block, you guys go in the gang stash. What do you guys go? You got
It,
what do you
it
guys
depends
wanna
on
do?
the investigation. It depends
The
on the
boss stash.
investigation we're
The
doing.
warrant. So, like,
So-
say we're doing a drug investigation. We're coming to your block looking for the drugs. Like, we have linked you selling drugs to a house. All right, now we have probable cause to go to that house and search it for drugs.
So you're only
So
coming for drugs. You're not taking no guns, nothing else. That's
it
nobody
depends
should be
on
worried
the
about that.
for what
investigation.
we're getting
It depends on
investigated
the
on.
investigation.
So when you
What are
guys
we
see like
investigating at
F9s
the
and
time?
stuff,
I'm just throwing an example out as drugs.
Yeah, they're taking everything, bro.
I mean,
I-
when they're don't expect like you guys just
We're taking
think about that. Think about
Yeah,
that
right. So
situation you just said.
so then look at it like this though. So here we go, right? You guys are taking everything. Why should you guys not get shot up? Because you guys
said
So
are
we're
no,
taking
it has to
everything?
break. No, okay.
Like,
So you guys not. It's not just let us in, bro. You got. If we say nah, we're not letting you in. Breach timer. If you guys win the bang out, go loot it. Take all the shit. You guys won the shootout. Isn't that how it should be?
Yeah.
not all the time.
Okay, we said no, we're not letting
that's-
you in. You guys
that's-
have to breach, win the shootout, and get it. You know what I mean? Get it. Rate it.
Listen,
I'm okay
I've
with
been
that
in.
for a raid. I'm
What block is
okay
letting
with
you in their
raids
block,
turning
though,
into a
you know what I mean?
shootout.
Yeah, but like
Unless we hit everything and threw it away already. You know what I mean? Like.
but what neighborhood you know that is dangerous and they're gonna let a cop? Oh yeah, go ahead. The stash is
Yeah,
right
like,
here.
there's real blocks in America that cops don't pull up to, man.
Yeah,
Like they don't
you know
pull
what I
up.
mean? Like-
FIB got
I mean, if y'all are saying, oh, there's real things in this, that there's a lot of things that can be like, oh, there's real
Bro.
things that people don't do this with cops, and then it's
that's
just
what I'm
gonna
saying.
be a
From
cycle
personal
and rotation.
experience, I ain't gonna lie. If you don't open up your fucking safe, they're gonna blow that bitch open.
Exactly.
Shit.
Yeah, that's the most.
But can we do that?
Where,
No, we
where do you
can't.
know where you
So-
can put a
What do you guys
magic
wanna do?
door where you know it's locked and you can't get in, and you say, officers, yeah, I'm not letting you in
Nowhere.
today. I'm not gonna
What?
let you in because of my magic door. That's like non-realistic at all.
Get an item where you can break it open.
But they won't.
Get that shit
that's the whole
imported.
thing with the gang stashes, with the past problems it has.
So, but listen,
you
if
can't
everyone
do
in all the gang members are saying we don't want to just let you in, you guys have to figure out another way. Breach it, and if you guys win, we have to open up the doors and let you loot it and do what you came to do the investigation for. If you guys lose the breach, the investigation is
that'll
voided
happen?
and forget about build a new investigation.
Well,
You guys
no,
lost
it
the
wouldn't
breach.
Be voided. It would be extra charges added on top of you guys, right? If you guys kill a bunch of cops who was trying to serve a warrant, then you guys would catch all those additional charges.
And then we're
That's
just come back
the up
strong
and
with
down
the
of
SWAT
it.
team and start shooting y'all when we see y'all. But then there's gonna be a big problem. Then, like, there's no
And it goes right back into that cycle of pulling up.
exactly. It's just a fucking end and recycle.
Somebody asked earlier, like, at what point should we start shooting? Okay, what do you have on you that's worth dying over? You know, oh my god, I
Shit,
have
you don't even
my
know
money.
how hard it is
What
to
do you
get all
mean?
that shit, bro.
Okay, so
You know how hard it is in the city to get shit.
Hey, I be having 400K dirty on me when I'm trapping sometimes. Like I'll have half a mil dirty on me trapping.
But listen, we're just because y'all have dirty money on y'all.
I do move
Just
around.
because y'all have
Injury
dirty money on
change.
y'all, we can't just take that dirty money because we see it on y'all. We have to have the
You
investigation.
know what
take
you know
said
what I
dirty
think,
money.
bro?
So
The only time, you know what I think? Y'all said, like, we're bringing up when's the time to shoot. Honestly, bro, with the fear of life and outnumbered thing, I feel like if you're pulling us over, you're pulling up to someone's trapping drugs, nobody should be shooting, bro. But if you're pulling up to someone's block, that's, you know what I mean? I feel like
where
that's the
half
time when
y'all are
there's a
selling drugs
shootout.
at?
Well, we're
Yeah,
supposed
we
to be
trap
selling
on
drugs
Grove Street.
outside. If you see
I
us
trap on
selling
Grove Street.
drugs in our block, then you got to send that up.
I can't
'Cause we're
trap
not
on
supposed to
Grove
be doing
Street.
that.
I don't have a gate on Grove Street. I could trap on Grove Street. That's what they told me.
Yeah,
I
you can
yeah.
trap. You can trap.
I can trap on
Grove
Grove
Street
Street because I don't have a gate.
Just not inside. You know.
What do you mean? A lot of that's a
everybody trap-
lot.
What do
A
you
lot
mean I
of
trap on my
fucking
hood?
neighborhoods trap on their fucking steps in front of their front door.
Yeah, what are you talking
The
about?
cops pull up and they're like, "What do you want, pig?" And the cop just drives away.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
There's
kind of
some
what
blocks,
it
there's
is.
some hoods in America, gang, that cops don't drive to by themselves.
I mean, that's something, guys. We can
trying to
just
tell
go back and
y'all.
forth all day
Basically, you
because
were
I mean,
just-
everybody lives different places, man. It's like seriously, we all live
So
different
don't pull
places,
up. Don't
so
pull
we
up to
can't
gang
sit here and-
blocks.
Yeah, but
because-
here in this city, we do own game blocks. You know what I mean? So like, it doesn't matter like, kind of IRL
It's like I don't
here in
come
this
to the
city,
police
we're heightened criminals with our own MLO. You know what I mean? Like that should be the most dangerous place for you guys to pull up in general. You know what I mean?
I like how you stated
Exactly.
that. Maybe PD should not be allowed to
That's
pull
what
up to
I'm
blocks
saying,
unless they're
gang.
breaching it.
You know we're crash outs. You know we're criminals. You know what we do, gang. There's got to be a level of like, you feel me? Like you're just doing a fucking job at the end of the day. You're just clocking in. You got to go see your wife and
Yeah,
kids.
you just
have to
getting a
bring you-
check, bro.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Like you got to feel for your fucking life, really, guy. You know, if you go to a certain block, old block in the real life, nigga.
And there we
bro,
go talking about real life, but y'all don't
just
want
saying.
to
I'm
pursue
just
real
saying,
life
bro,
when
like,
y'all do.
It just comes back to what I said.
How many officers died in O Block? How many officers died in O Block this year?
They don't go down
Not
there,
this
bro.
year, nigga. It's not like it used to be, nigga. I'm not
there
gonna
you go
I
with
mean,
the
so I'm just saying, like
exactly.
we got
Well,
like 30 times.
Can I say
yesterday.
something about the
Like,
shootings and stuff? If you're like in a like a gunfight, you know, like mid gunfight, and the cops show up, I don't think you should shoot at the cops unless like you have nothing else. Like they already know you're going down for the shooting. You already killed somebody in front of them. You're
Exactly.
back to the wall. Then yes, you can probably shoot at them because you have your
But
gun
do
on
you shoot
already.
at cops when you run a red light and you get pulled over and you get out the
No,
car?
That
no,
yes,
exactly.
no,
I'm
no.
agreeing with you there. We're
I mean,
not going to be
there's
doing that no
rare
more.
occasions where officers do get killed.
I mean, I
When
definitely
someone have a bad day.
love a good shootout, but when I'm just,
But like
pulling you
if you're
over
in a
for a traffic
shooting, you
stop.
know, yeah, I don't agree with
Yeah.
that. I don't like that. People shooting at a traffic stop.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. No more shooting like at petty
Yeah,
shit.
nah, I
But
don't
if
I don't
y'all
see a
pull
lot of
up on
people
our
doing
block, but if y'all pull up to our
is an easy
neighborhood,
shootout
bro,
right
that's a
there.
totally different story,
But
man. Like,
that's where y'all be at 95% of the time. So if we cannot pull up there 95% of the time, what's the point of having PD in city?
Exactly.
If we
Like this
can't
is an
pull up
RP
gang lives.
server. Somebody keeps saying like, "Oh, real life cops
But you
won't
should
show
do
up."
it. But you
It's
should do it
RP,
like
bro.
properly, right? Do your investigation.
yeah,
Get
come in deep.
your info, and then come in
like
deep. Yeah, don't.
like we said multiple times, we do our little investigation, we come in deep, and then boom, same thing happens all the time.
We get in a
Well,
shootout.
you're gonna. Yeah,
Everybody dies.
it
Full
should lead to a
victory.
shootout. And if you win the shootout, you take our stash.
But if
But
it's
it
not
just
shouldn't
for
always
the
about.
always
drugs, we're
lead to a
already,
It's not
shootout
always
though, right
about taking
there.
the stash.
everything
Yeah.
isn't just doesn't have to involve a shootout. Like we
Yes.
said, we have DOJ now. Take that shit to court. No one likes to do that. We just want to
I do.
fucking shoot our
I
guns.
think I'm tired of everyone just mentioning things in the past, man. So we know everything is a
It's
mixture
not the past.
of
It happened
everybody.
today, actually.
I know today is, but right now we in the present. It's just a mixture of everybody
'Cause
making
I'm in this meeting.
mistakes.
I'm pretty sure it would have happened.
Let's from today on, let's move forward with a new mindset. Let's RP have some fun. Okay, people did this stuff. Okay, they didn't go through with your investigation. Let's go on a blank sheet and let all the bosses talk to their gang members. Let you guys talk to your PD. So we don't have to keep dealing with people below you fucking up. And then when we have to deal with you, we're ready to just shoot shit. Right? So, you know what I mean? We're going to talk to all our guys and make sure it's different. But it really has to start with PD. You know what I mean? You guys won't even budge with. You guys won't even budge with a little thing that where
I'm gonna definitely
every
say
game member's
that
agreeing
your
to.
little
Every
thing
game member's agreeing to.
massive.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This thing right here telling you guys, and you guys won't budge for it. So it's like,
Okay, how about this? How about this? How about you guys stop shooting cops and traffic stops? We give you your tickets. You go on your way. We work from there, and we go up the chain and see how it goes. Because we're still
I
going
like
back and forth.
Just
Okay.
like
I agree with that.
maybe a week, 2-3
But what
days,
about-
and then boom, back to the same.
And if PD fuck up, stand it up, or go to the high command. Or if my FIBs fuck up, come to me or Alex. Right?
Yeah,
That's
because
the
we're
thing,
doing a
no one
lot of
likes
we're
to-
doing a
no
lot
one-
of.
no one. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Bob.
No, we're doing a lot of in circles, bro. So I think like we all been sitting here for a while, bro. So we all kind of want to know. I know you guys want to know from us, and we want to know from you guys, at least from this meeting, well, what's gonna change. So whether PD wants to go first or the gang bosses want to go first, I think we should kind of take what we got out of this meeting. Go ahead. Go
Can I
ahead.
get one more question? How are we supposed to like kidnap officers? Listen, because we are 6 deep on the block. One officer only pulling up, sneaking up on the block, taking pictures and shit, gang. We trying to kidnap his bitches. How is that shit work?
You gotta
Like,
get
we
creative.
can-
Hostage.
Get
If it's just one
creative.
officer there and you have 3 people there, 4 people there, he's already outnumbered. And if he doesn't feel for his life, send it up. Just like when a cop pump you guys out of the station by
I'm not
itself,
gonna lie.
send it up if you don't feel
I
for his
kidnapped
life.
Jake. I kidnapped Jake when he was at
Aight.
DreamWorks and shit. He was by himself, and I had like 5 of my members pull up on him. He feared for his
Listen,
life. We
yeah.
took him hostage, and then we got blown the hell down. You know what I'm saying? But he said that was a part of the SOPs. So I was
Exactly.
like,
Like
what?
if you take a cop hostage IRL, they're not gonna just they're
They will
We're not gonna
negotiate.
roll
They'll
over.
be like, what do you
they're
want?
gonna
They'll be
negotiate,
like, what
but
do
if
you
they see a
want?
shot, they're gonna take the shot.
But that's the
Alright.
thing. We didn't shoot. They came in shooting with ARs. And I was
Because you
like, what the
kidnapped the
hell?
cop.
You can kidnap an FIB agent.
Yeah.
But he's saying like he was holding him for ransom. You guys didn't roll it out.
And I'm saying in IRL, since y'all like to talk about IRL, if a cop see a shot, they're gonna take it.
It's a federal agent at that.
Yeah, it goes to FIB now. At that
Hey,
point.
but put yourself in his shoes. Why would you like? How are you gonna feel dealing with that? Like you have someone hostage and you're getting a sniper shotted. Obviously, anyone could go on a roof and sniper shot anybody. I could do that shit, but like, come on, man. Why? How would you feel if that happened to you, bro?
If I'm getting walked down by 5-6 officers in a Bearcat and they're coming in just guns blazing while I'm trying to talk, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I was just trying to talk to y'all real quick. You could have had him back. We wasn't harming him, you know.
Well, I mean,
you
weren't harming him.
No, I didn't. No, I understand. I had him hostage, but I just want to money him out of it.
From an officer's perspective, it's whoever's in charge, like the supervisor on duty, basically. Whoever is in charge of saying, okay, let's go fucking get him, like, that's the person that's fucking up. Like, in that specific scenario, whoever that was that came up with the fucking great idea to go guns a-blazing is the person at fault. It's the bad idea fairy that fucking gets everybody onto a negative track like that. I mean, people just need to have more fucking common sense.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
Well,
We're all human. We all make mistakes, man. But yeah, go ahead, Zay.
What we get out of this meeting, man, I want us to all at least leave with something, right? So like PD, what did you get out of this, like with the gangs, bro? Like what's at least a couple things, or at least one thing that y'all are gonna change, listening to our perspectives?
To be honest, it just sounds like y'all want us to like just get on the knees for y'all, fear for y'all, but
No,
I
no.
definitely get it. But
We're definitely gonna change stuff.
Like that, bro. Like, I don't understand.
I mean,
Like,
that's
we're
what y'all
gonna be-
basically.
Calm down, yo. Calm down. Calm down. That's how he felt. That's how he feels.
All right. Then the gangs, then the gangs go first, bro. Okay. At least for my gang, we're not gonna shoot no more. Simple traffic stops. We're gonna fill up your cells. If you pull us over and we have a warrant, and it's one fucking gang member or two gang members, we're not gonna hop on the radio and come drive over or drive away to our block and shoot you guys. We'll just take it on the chin, make it more realistic, and we'll go to fucking jail. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing. We're gonna fear for our lives. If you pull up with 7 cops and there's 2 people trapping outside the block, we're going to jail. We're not gonna shoot at you guys. So see how I came up with something already that you guys want? That's what I'm saying. Is there something?
Alright,
that you guys
I'll go
have?
second. I'll go ahead.
I got you. All right.
I think we'll let the games go first, so we'll let the games finish. But for my game, man, we won't, and we will not be up in no guns at traffic stops unless we give you the license and you say, hey, we got a case. We're just gonna drive off. There's no reason to up guns for my gang at a traffic stop at all, right? Probably just engage in a chase if we crash out. You know what I mean? If a foot pursuit leads to it, whatever. But probably just gonna try to take the ticket if the officer allows it and doesn't escalate it.
I would say just take the evading also, because why would you get in a shootout when you're evading? You know, you're just
Mhm.
you're already trying to evade. There's no point of like going back to shoot them to get more charges. Take the
Yep.
evading, take the ticket. It is what it is. You know, that's what I tell my gang. My gang all knows. Don't shoot at cops if you're on a traffic stop. If you're running, just fucking run. That's it. Just get away. Like if you're in trouble for murder, then that's different. That's a different scene.
That's
But
a
if
good. I'm
you're-
gonna try to mention that to my guys, the SOPs, to not be just up in guns and try to give them a chase.
Yeah, that's what we do. We give them at least a chase. If they catch me, shit, I'd be like, hey, they got me. Don't go gun blazing after they catch me. You know, I got caught. I fucked up. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That was with being in the street.
So you got 3 gangs already, bro, that are agreeing on this shit. You know what I mean?
Anyway.
Nah, for sure. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
On the
All
same
right,
page.
so look, 100%. I feel like you said, it goes both ways. We are working on our SOPs as well, making sure we're tightening it up. Just like with you guys, I can guarantee you that even though we're having this conversation here right now, it's not going to be perfect when we go back out there. It's not going to be perfect at all. So all we could do from here forward is just make sure both of us, or we're just working on those things, our SOPs, making sure that we're giving you guys a chance to have that surrender, you know, making sure that you guys are surrendering at some point if needed, you know, both sides. So, yeah, I agree with that for sure. I'm with it.
Can you guys at least do the fear for your lives if you're outnumbered? That's like a one big thing.
I mean, we really it's an already thing. We should, but like I said, if you don't see that, definitely send that in because it's part of our SOPs.
For sure.
If you guys want more leniency as well, if you end up getting taken to cells, ask to strike a plea deal. Maybe give us intel we might not have. Maybe the guys might be willing to reduce your sentence. Think about that when you're in the cells too.
Oh,
Instead of calling
snitches.
They're
the
not
cop
thinking about that, though.
bitch
They're
ass
just yelling.
nigga or
It's a plea deal, not a snitch.
talking about his
Difference.
mom or anything like that.
Or if you guys want to sing too, I'm all for if you guys singing.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck the singing.
I do karaoke. What's going on? How many months?
Come on. Jesus Christ, bro.
We're good here. Everybody came to a conclusion on what we're gonna do.
So I just wanted to say one thing real quick because I feel like a lot of the gang mentality is they want police to be like NPCs that are going to be like bent to their will, and
They want PD to be
that's
scared
not
of
the
them.
way
Like,
that it works.
I just said that we were gonna bend to your will at traffic stops and everything else.
Yes,
But I'm trying to have a clear understanding is that out of all this meeting, where did you ever draw that conclusion that that's what we want you guys to do? Because I never heard us say anything of a kind. What we've been saying is that what is the solution?
Of course
that
you're
we're
not
gonna
gonna
be
say
coming
it
up with?
word
But
for
then
word.
okay, but it's like so. I mean, so then why say it? If I'm not saying it, then why say it? That means that you're dictating an emotion that has not been said. You get what I'm saying? We basically
definitely overthinking it, brother.
God damn.
No, but you're overthinking it because you guys
No,
are
you're
missing.
definitely overthinking it, dog.
Hold on, no wait. You guys, you guys.
Let them speak, bro. Don't interrupt them.
You guys feel that we're gonna come to a point where, like, we just want you guys to do whatever we want you guys to do, and it's like, what? Like, you don't think that we think the same way? You get what I'm saying? It's like, but what I'm trying to understand is that if we're saying something to you guys and saying like, all right, well, we're trying to draw a conclusion because it's like some of us just want to go out there and RP. You know what I mean? Like this shit just dragged on longer than it should have. You get what I'm saying? So like, what is the conclusion?
Okay, so we'll wrap it up here.
Right.
Okay, we'll wrap it up here. Simple as that, right?
Yeah.
Every scene when it comes to PD involving gangs versus PD, right, needs to be role play over gunplay. Gunplay should be your last result in your scene, right? Or whatever the fuck you have going on. You shouldn't always have to kill an officer to get your way, to control whatever you want to control, right? Or killing someone should not always have to be the first thing. Drawing a gun should not always have to be the first thing in role play or a scene, bro. It's a role play server. If you want to go kill someone, go to online or go to an RZ server, right? It's a role play server. You're supposed to learn how to role play, how to use your words, how to talk in a scene, bro. If you're getting pulled over in a 1011, use your mouth, bro. Talk, bro. Don't fucking drive away, go 200 miles per hour, go to a block, go around the corner and fucking kill everyone that you see, bro. That's not how it goes, right? when they're pulling up on a fucking drug cell, bro, use your mouth, bro. Talk, bro. It's simple words can get you a long way. It doesn't have to be instantly killing the fucking cops just to get your way to get out of a situation, bro. Your mouth can get you out of a situation, bro. A simple situation where most of you use your guns and just kill PD instantly when pulling up, right? I don't know this whole thing about where PD's not allowed on blocks. That's kind of ridiculous and ignorant in my opinion, right? But I'm not going to say too much on that.
Facts.
But
I was just asking maybe they could breach it.
But I don't understand. It doesn't make logical sense to me, right? So I'll go over this at a later time, right? But speaking up on where there's 8 of you selling drugs on your block and then PD pulls up, none of you scatter, right? You're telling PD that they need to fear for their life, right? But realistically, bro, you guys need to scatter, bro. If you see the PD pulling up, scatter. Why are y'all standing there like y'all are like Captain Save-A-Hose, bro? Like y'all Incredible Hulk. Y'all are not above the law, bro. You need to role play the scene out, bro. Scatter and do something else with your life, bro. You're just gonna sit there and look at PD pull up. You're telling them to collect information. They do that on a day-to-day basis, right? And then when they come up to pull up to give you this information or whatever the evidence that they collected, they instant die, bro. It makes no sense to me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, I think I was just confused with that. I think I was just confused with that because last I heard, when PD pulls up, we're not allowed to move. We're not allowed to run. Is
I
what
mean,
was the last thing I
You
I
want to
mean,
do
who
whatever the hell
gives a
you
fuck?
want.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
actually can run.
I mean, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck, right? Whoever
Yeah.
told you whatever, bro. If it's not in the rules, bro, don't follow. I don't care who said what, where, bro. If it's not in the rules, it's not a rule, bro. Point blank, period. Do your own type of role play, bro. It doesn't always need to end up into a gunplay. Simple as that, bro. You know what I mean? Mix up the
That's
story.
facts.
Mix up your role play. All of you do the same thing on a day-to-day basis, bro. That don't get boring, bro. Doing the same thing over and over, bro. I mean, honestly,
Thank you.
bro. Realistically, bro.
It's what makes 5M great, is the variability. It really
I mean,
is.
everyone's different in their own ways. Everyone's gonna come up with their own thing in their own ways and do things differently, bro. Right? I understand that, but try to role play over gunplay. It doesn't always need to be pulling your gun or what's up, nigga. How you doing this or that, whatever the fuck, bro. I mean, what the fuck is that? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's that, bro. All SOPs are public, bro. Everyone can, bro. Hey, y'all stop talking the game. We're in the call. All SOPs are public, by the way. If you find a cop breaking the rules or breaking their SOPs, if it's not in the SOPs, it's not a SOP. It's not a rule for them, right? Basically, their SOPs are their rules, right? So if it's in the SOPs and they break the fucking rule, bro, send it up in a ticket. Same goes for PD, bro. If they're all gang rules are public. If PD needs to read the gang rules, go read the gang rules. If they're breaking a rule from their gang side, send it up in a ticket. It's that simple, bro. But there's no more of this gunplay over role play, bro. Learn how to role play. Use your mouth words, whatever, bro. Whatever you need to do, bro. You get what I'm saying? Have more role play. All of you do the same thing. Sell drugs, trap drugs on your block, get in a big ass shootout for no fucking reason whatsoever instead of just simply talking, bro. You know what I mean? Drive away from 1011s. Drive away from fucking 1080s, bro. Like, I mean, a 1080s already, but drive away from or kill in a 1011 or a drug call. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't always need to be like that. You know what I mean? More
Facts.
of the
I
story.
agree.
More of the story, bro.
Trust me,
So
if we like follow this and go on 2 months from now, I think you guys will all realize everything's in a better spot and everybody's having a lot more fun. Like, unless you're just like born to shoot, literally, having an interaction where, you know, say I pull somebody over and they're like, oh, hey, it's my uncle's car, you know, this and that, you know, and give a good backstory, give a good role play. I'm gonna let you go 9 times out of 10, like, unless you like do something stupid, like. You guys got to realize, like, a lot of these
And
things
I'm not-
don't need to be solved with people just shooting. Like, we can
And I'm
have
not saying
a
That's
$2,000
part of y'all
ticket,
being
and they're
lenient.
like, "No, fuck that! I ain't taking $2,000. I'm gone." And it's like, come on, $2,000, like in this city, like, please.
And I'm not saying neither party. I'm not saying neither side is an Incredible Hulk or shouldn't be touched, right? Neither PD or gangs, right? But work together and role play as a group. Like, I'm not saying that you got to respect PD because gangs don't respect PD, right? I'm not saying that PD needs to respect gangs, but bro, role play every now and then, bro. Doesn't always need to be gunplay, bro. That's it, bro. There's nothing more to talk about, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree
We're just
there.
gonna
No
go in
gunplay.
circles. We're just gonna go over circles in a fucking hour, bro, or 2 hours, bro. Y'all have already been talking about the same thing for 2 hours, bro.
Role play is a must at all times, but it
At
should
all
not
times,
lead
bro.
into it should not lead into gunplay right away.
At all times. Nothing right away will need to be a gun drawn or a PD killing a gang member or a gang member killing PD, right? Simply talking. If it needs to end up that way, that's how it needs to end up. But right off the rip, instant pulling a gun just because you see a cop pull up, and that's ridiculous to me, right? You don't even know why they're there. You don't even know what the fuck. Okay, you've been selling drugs. I already know they're there because of the drug call. It doesn't matter. Don't have your gun out. They can still come talk to you, bro. You know what I mean? Moral of the story.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's up?
So say that same logic. If a cop hits their panic button, there's no description on why they hit it. Should they? What is Pete? Can the PD come out with guns blazing, or should they be talking? Hey, what happened?
They need to. Well, when they hit the panic button, it means they're requesting 32s, right? That they need 32s, but that something's really about to go down, or something that's
Like
already gone
deadly.
down.
Like their life's at risk.
Like they really need help. Like they're like at gunpoint or whatever the fuck, right? Or an officer's already down, right? I think they have a silent panic button and then they have a loud panic button. I'm not too I don't
No, I
really
think all of our panics are loud.
Well, I mean, if you
Okay, no,
just
I'm
do a
saying when
slash
people
911,
respond to
it's
that
silent.
panic, when they respond to that panic, right? Are they supposed to come do an investigation, or are they allowed to just have their guns drawn already, guns
So
blazing?
typically, whenever we hear a panic button, we automatically assume that an officer's been shot or anything like that. So that we're gonna come,
With the
guns
guns,
So how can
drawn
anyone
to
RP it out and lie and be like somebody
Oh,
just did something and they're gone?
you definitely could say that, but a lot of times y'all are still there with
Just
your
'cause we're
guns
coming
out
with guns
and
doesn't mean
still
we're gonna
still
shoot
shooting at
immediately.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the but Tony, that's the norm, bro, right? That's the norm here, right? When they hit a panic button, they already know that there's been a officer killed, right? Because of whatever, right?
Okay.
They're already going to come with the guns, right? If you role play, right? Well, that start role playing more with them, right? They're going to understand that, they're wanting to role play, not always just kill PD. 10 times out of 10 times here, right? When a panic button is called, there's 20 gang members running around in fucking circles, in and out the fucking block, running over PD, whatever, and ready to kill whoever PD what pulls up and whatever. That's how it goes, bro.
Hey, can I
And
say
they're
something?
and
real
they're
quick?
on go. And they're on go.
I hear you,
If
brother. Thank you for clarifying.
if they go for cuffs, because when you're trying to politic with them, right, and then they feel like you're in the wrong or whatever, they're gonna go for cuffs, like almost without you knowing. And you break the cuffs, is that an ignition to shoot or not?
Well, they
Like,
first they should be saying that they're going for cuffs.
they say it simultaneously as they press that bit.
They should
They
say I'm
press-
going for cuffs and then go for cuffs. They should leave
Yeah,
at
man,
least a couple second window from that to being in cuffs. But what else were you saying?
We're not allowed to spam the cuffs, you know?
Yeah.
Still, they stop doing the power cuffing there because they do that shit a lot.
Well,
Everything's in the
they try to
SOP.
cuff
They
us.
stated they said it's in the SOPs. You got to just clip it and send it up, brother.
Yeah,
Or they're gonna
send
keep
it-
doing it.
Yo,
Send it up. Send it to
what I
chief,
think all of you
assistant
do,
chief.
yeah, what I think all of no, put it in a ticket, and if the ticket's not being handled by the staff correctly, right, send it to my DM, right?
All right.
Listen, all the SOPs are public, all the gang rules are public, right? I think all the gangs and underbosses, the gang bosses need to go read the SOPs, right? To see what police are doing wrong and right or wrong, right? You get what I mean? And if it's done wrong, send it up. I'm not sending it up. It goes to this thing where I'm not sending it up. I don't want to get no one in trouble, whatever. Listen, bro, OOC is in the rules, right? It's so far gone out of the server that I can't ban anyone. If I was to ban for OOC, bro, I would ban 50 players right now for going OOC, right? You feel me? I can't ban
facts.
for OOC because no one, when the server first came out, no one wanted to send it up. No one wanted to tell on this person. No one wanted to get that person in trouble. So now, if I was to ban for OOC, half the population would be gone, right? Because it's just so far gone that it can't be controlled. You get what I'm saying? So if you just let it get so far gone and you don't want to send it up, or I don't want to get this person in trouble, then it's going to get so far gone where it can't be.
No, I'm gonna definitely be sending cops up.
Corrected. You know what I mean? Okay.
Do you have another request?
Go ahead.
So, when you guys try and take officers as hostage, please make sure it's for a valid reason. From what I'm looking at the rules, it's heist and bank robberies. Don't just take them hostage because, you want to try and get money, because we're not going to give you money at that point. I'm pretty sure that might be against the rules as well, unless they've been updated recent.
Just look over the gang rules, bro, and they do something dumb, send it up, bro, so they know. Do their comm serves.
Yeah, that, and also like when we pull up for a drug sale, don't be just sitting there like selling drugs in front of us either, because like, what is that shit? Because you guys are just like, well, this is our block, watch this, and then you guys boom do another handoff.
Yeah,
that shit needs to stop
crazy.
too, man.
Can we get the drug? This is one thing I want to just throw a suggestion in. If we can get the drug sale thing tweaked a little bit, I feel like y'all get notified a lot more often than.
So I was watching
Way
one
too
of
much.
y'all on a camera the other day, and we don't get notified nearly as much as y'all think we do. I saw one of you guys make probably like 15 handoffs, and we got notified twice.
That is
15
true. I was an XPD. I believe you
15
did.
handoffs
Nah,
bro,
they
is
did
like
fix that. They did
$80,000.
I was watching you
It's
on the
true.
fucking.
It is.
Quick question. Them cameras in the MLOs, that's crazy. That's crazy, no lie.
But it only does it when it's in the same location, fellas. If they move, you'll get another notification, right? It's because it's in the same proximity, so it doesn't feel the need to like let you know. You know what I mean? That's what I
Question.
concluded from it happening.
Question though, what cops put cameras on a gang's block? You know, like literally, like directly, like in their tree.
I've heard. Listen. I've heard of that. I'm gonna
Dude,
correct.
I had a
I
cop
heard
put a
that.
camera
I'm
on
gonna
my
correct
stash.
I'm gonna correct
Robert
this, but I've heard about this.
Dude, a cop put a camera on my stash and was like, "You can't destroy it." So I'm gonna be watching you. I was like, "What
Anybody
the
got
fuck?"
any more questions? Anybody got any more questions, yo?
I would be down for like regarding the cameras. I think you guys should be able to destroy them if you find them. That's like the entire point is we're supposed to fucking hide them.
Yo, y'all ever put a camera on
there?
grocery? Never seen them shits.
I pleed the fifth.
There's
There's
one
a
on
camera
your post,
everywhere.
nigga.
It's everywhere.
Yo, I've never seen them shits. What the fuck?
It's right above you. It's one of the light posts.
That's
I
funny,
promise.
yo.
There's one in my tree. They hit one in my tree in my front
How'd you
yard.
find them?
Because I got told what they look like, so I just.
Hey, let's stay on topic,
Oh.
fellas. Stay on topic, yo. If there's no more questions, I think we probably all good
we
here.
came to a solid conclusion here, guys. You guys good on your end?
All I have to say, I just have to say one thing, bro. Is fuck those drones, bro.
Yeah,
fuck those drones.
All right, listen.
Thank you, sir.
One more thing before we go. One more thing before we go. Right. Listen, all gang bosses, under bosses, set your gang down and talk to every single one of them. If you get in trouble after today, that's not my problem. If you get a strike after today, that's not my problem. It's up to you guys as gang bosses and under bosses to talk to your members. If you got a gang member in your gang breaking rules, that's your problem. If they get you in trouble, that's your problem. All right, y'all have a good day. I'll talk to PD.
Hey, Pluto, I got one thing I want to say though before you leave.
Yeah, I love you too, bro. Get out.
Big Grove,
Nah,
if
it's
you want to
important.
lose
It's
money on
important.
dice.
Hey, look, I appreciate you guys coming in and talking with us.
All right, let's get to
All right,
promotions.
nephews.
Now get out of here before you're all
I'll see you guys in the street. You know me.
All right, now you're all under
All
arrest.
right,
Let's go.
we're gonna be doing our conclusion for our PD meeting. So I mean, if
Little
you want to
turn around,
stay,
maybe. All right,
if
all
not,
right.
then
Nah, I
whatever.
gotta. Hey, Pluto, take me to another car real
We're
quick.
gonna be moving to our promotion section of the meeting. For BCSO, we are happy to pronounce Trip Daniels is moving from senior officer or sorry,
fuck you talking about me for?
Sergeant 1 to
Didn't do
Sergeant
shit.
2. And Johnny Blaze is moving from deputy
Hey,
to
let's
senior
close.
deputy. That is the only two we have currently. Do we have an LSPD guy that's going to be taking over their promotions? Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Are we done in there?
I think I'm gonna leave the call.
Yeah, I'm leaving the call.
Okay, just checking because I already dipped out of it.
All right. Well,
That was great.
went better than I expected.
No police were actually here. Like, look at us. Compared to what's actually, like, there's like 50 plus police and it's only us.
Work
Yeah, that-
schedules, college, all that sort of time
Everything.
zones.
Everything.
Yeah, but we were also in the emails too.
There's a lot of police in the emails. There's some that weren't here that were in there.